Artificial intelligence can help you to create well-converting Amazon listing copy and even can help with organic ranking on Amazon. In this video with Anthony Cofrancesco, you will learn about 3 new tools that DataDive released recently. It's AI Copywriter, Product Brief Tool, and Rank Radar. Watch this video to learn how to use these 3 new tools and to see how they can significantly reduce the time you work on your Amazon business. And if you want to try DataDive for yourself, check the link and discount below in the description.
Hi, Anthony. Happy to have you here on OrangeClick channel today to let our sellers know about a few of the recent updates DataDive tool has, which includes some of the tools related using AI and also something related to ranking. Before we go into those updates, could you first introduce yourself and also let us know what DataDive is for those who are not familiar with you yet?
Sure thing. What's going on, everyone? My name is Anthony Cofrancesco from DataDive, and DataDive is an all-in-one software solution for Amazon sellers. It helps you do everything you need to do when it comes to selling on Amazon, but it helps you do it faster. And the whole point about today's video is I want to walk through some of the new AI and automation tools that we've been developing at DataDive. When we started DataDive years ago, it all came from, we have a coaching program called Seller Systems, a full college-level course on how to sell on Amazon. And what DataDive started at initially was as Google Sheets, right? And this whole process, everything that DataDive does now, we taught our students how to do manually. And back in the day, it used to take hours and hours and hours to get to the same thing that now DataDive, you just click a button, it's going to give you this master keyword list. And instead of taking hours, it's going to take minutes. Now, what I'm going to show you today is a step even beyond that, right? If the whole initial point about DataDive was to have something, instead of taking hours, take minutes. Eventually, where we're going is instead of it taking minutes, you're going to click a button and it's going to be done almost right away, almost automatically. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you 3 new features of DataDive. We've got 25 developers in Romania that are working around the clock to make this tool better and better. I'm going to show you our AI product brief tool, which is going to help you get really good insights into a niche if you're launching a product or trying to optimize. I'm going to show you our AI copywriter tools, which are going to help you write your bullets and description using AI. And then I'm also going to show you our newest feature, which is Rank Radar. And this is a keyword rank tracker inside of DataDive.
Yeah, actually, before jumping in, because you already started going back to the memory lane, how you first started with DataDive, I wanted to ask, you have been talking with many sellers over the past years. You attend a lot of events where you showcase how the tool works. And thanks to that, a lot of sellers have been starting using DataDive. So what would you say, what is the main reason why sellers either decide to get DataDive in addition to the tools they're already using, or why they switch out some of the tools they have been, using in the past, but now they see that DataDive kind of replaces that? Like, what's the main thing? Is it efficiency?
Think about it like this, right? And we'll go through another walk down memory lane. When I first started selling on Amazon, the product research tool I used was Jungle Scout. Then from Jungle Scout, I moved to Viral Launch. And then from Viral Launch, I moved to Helium 10. What you have to understand, and this isn't a dig at any of those product research tools, all of these tools are very similar to each other in terms of how they work, in terms of how they function. The reason that DataDive is different is because DataDive all comes from our own experience as sellers, what we taught our students inside of Seller Systems, inside of Inner Circle. And so the whole workflow from DataDive is actually quite different. And at first, when you start using DataDive, you're going to be like, ooh, this is a little bit different. This isn't the same as Jungle Scout. It's not the same as Helium 10. But when you understand the entire workflow about how DataDive works and the methodology behind it, you're going to find that it's the most accurate and it most well matches how the Amazon algorithm works. And so this, I'm not saying necessarily cancel your other subscriptions, but what you're going to find is that DataDive does absolutely everything that you need it to do. And when you understand the workflow and you get good at using the tool, this is why people switch and they're like, wow, DataDive is the best thing ever, because it genuinely is a faster workflow. It's a more intuitive workflow based on how the algorithm works.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, before, if you're new to DataDive and you don't know a lot about it, then check out the other videos we have on our channel before checking out these updates. But even if you want to check the updates first, I think you will learn a lot about the tool. So now the stage is yours. Share your screen and let's see how those new features work.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to jump around here. First thing that I'm going to start with, like I said, I'm going to show you guys the AI product brief. I'm going to show you the AI copywriter inside the listing builder, and then I'm going to show you Rank Radar. So AI product brief is what I'm going to start with because this is going to take a few minutes for this research to run. And so basically what this is going to do is it's going to give us, based on 10 competitors in the niche, it's going to give us some different information. It's going to create a whole product brief for us. And so how I get started with this is I literally it's going to automatically select the highest sales competitors first. And then I just click Analyze Selected Competitors. And it's going to take like 5 to 15 minutes for this research to run. So I'm just going to let this sit in the background. I'm going to open up a new tab and I'm going to move to Listing Builder. And then 5 or 10 minutes from now, we're going to be able to check and see the results from that. So we'll let that thing run in the background. What this is doing, what the AI product brief tool is doing is it's inspecting for those 10 competitors, all of the information on the product detail page. It's reading all of the reviews, and then it's going to give me some insights about that niche. And it's going to do that automatically for me, all powered by AI. Now, I'm going to clear all the data here. And I'm going to show you very, very quickly. This is our listing builder. And if you've seen in the other videos, you've already probably seen our master keyword list and you understand what a master keyword list is. The cool thing, though, is now let's say that I want to go and launch a new product or I want to optimize an existing product. Well, the cool thing is that you don't have to start totally from scratch. You can use some of the automation tools here inside DataDive. And one of the things that makes DataDive unique, right? No one else has this because we came up with this, is we came up with this proprietary value that we call ranking juice. And ranking juice for us, it's just used to estimate the ranking potential of a title, of a listing rather. So as I have important keyword roots in my listing, if I put them in the correct spot, I'm going to get a multiplier for if they're in my title, right? If they're in my bullets, if they're in my description, I'm going to get a multiplier for hitting better match types. So exact match types are going to be better than if you put in a broad match or a plural match. And so all of this comes together, right, to say, okay, ranking juice, right? We want our ranking juice ideally to be as high as possible. And you can see we give this leaderboard here to show for your title, for your bullets, for your description, how much ranking juice do you have relative to the competitor and overall. Okay, so why am I spending so much time talking about ranking juice? Well, it's because it's the whole basis for how this tool works. So if I want to quickly build out a title, I can just click on this Optimize Ranking Juice button, and it's going to keyword stuff 60% of my title with the highest ranking juice per character keywords. So you can see here, I got shoe cleaner, white shoe cleaner. I've got all of these keyword roots. I can put in a brand name here, Anthony's Shoe Cleaner. Right? I have plenty of space if I want to put in some keywords that are going to make this a little bit more readable. So it's not just keyword stuffing. And you can see here that when I look at my leaderboard for the title, now I'm at 1.18 million in number one compared to some of the other competitors that have a lot lower ranking juice. Right? So that what I showed you there is not AI. That's just some very simple formula. And it's just trying to give you the title that's going to have the highest ranking juice. But now if I move on to the next section, so I've got a pretty good title. If I want to move on to the next section, I can click on this AI copywriter button. And what this is going to do is it's going to not just keyword stuff my bullets and not just keyword stuff my description, but it's going to automatically create me readable, human sounding, natural language bullet points that include my major keyword roots. And so you can see here that I'm getting 120,000 points for ranking juice. And if I look at bullets, I can see that I'm in position number 2 out of everyone for bullets. And I can read these and they actually look pretty good, right? Now, if you want to see a little bit more information, well, I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom and I'm also going to show you that like magic, it's also made me a description, right? And it's incorporating some of these different keywords. What I can do now, though, is if I want to get a little bit more granular data on this AI bullets, is I can click on this and it's actually going to show me here. I can actually see the prompt that's being used. So it's basically saying, it's basically telling me how I'm going to create the bullets, and it's going to be based on the keywords that are here. I can switch this if I want to change it into the output to be in a different language. I would want to have done my research so that my keywords are in a different language. But if, for example, I did this in Germany, right, in my master keyword list, all of the keywords were German, I can switch this language output to German, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to put the keywords in German. So you can see here that, this is showing me the keywords that are being used. If I want to get rid of the keyword, right? Like, okay, I don't want to have this Spanish translation in my bullets. I can get rid of that. I can also click this button here and click Pick Best Keywords. And then it's going to fill in some new keywords here, right? It's going to fill in new keywords. And then here's the great part about using AI is I can see what the, what the breakdown is, but I can just keep clicking generate. And then I can just generate new prompts over and over again. And I can kind of new responses over and over again. And I can kind of pick and choose which one that I like the best. Just going to let this run real quick. Bam. And so now I can see here, this is what my input keywords were. This is what the AI copywriter output was. It's showing me the total ranking juice per bullet, right? It's showing me the match types that I have here. And again, I could just either use this in my listing or I could generate a new set. And this actually works quite good. So just play around with this. Again, I think the biggest hack that I've seen so far is just trying to modify and see which keywords are your input keywords, swapping those around, and then just generating different bullet points. So now I can click Use in Listing, right? And yeah, that's basically it. I can do the same thing for the AI description section. I can see what keywords are being used. And then if I want to pick new keywords, I can click this again. It's going to give me a new set of keywords. I can click generate. And then now I'm going to get an entirely different description. Now, the important thing about AI, right? Number one is this is just going to get better and better. But the really important thing about AI is AI outputs are only as good as the inputs, right? And so what's really important about Data Dive is we are looking and we're saying these are the most important keyword routes. Like I showed in the earlier video, you don't need to focus on all 500 keywords in your master keyword list. You only need to focus on the important keyword routes. And then when I do that, I'm going to increase my rank for not just these keywords here, but a whole bunch of other keywords that are related. And so the reason that this is quite different and very powerful is because we have really, we know that these are important. These inputs are our important keyword routes, right? And then that's going to give us a better output in the end. So that's basically all I have to say there. I can click Use in Listing, and then now it's going to show up in my listing. So you can see here in the bottom, right? You can see the different scores that I've gone through, the different iterations of this, right? Again, you want to make sure that you check the AI's work. It's not perfect, but the reason I'm so excited for this is because, like I said earlier, the inputs that are going into this are really strong, right? It's the whole basis of how the Amazon algorithm works. And this is only going to get better and better and better over time, right? So just a really good starting point. So I've showed the AI tools in terms of the listing builder. Let's go back over and see. This is still running, right? Like I said, this is a lot of data for it to crunch through. So I'm just going to let this keep running in the background. And I'm going to move over and show you the Rank Radar. This is our keyword rank tracker. We've been working on this for months and months, and it is finally ready, and it's live on Data Dive. And so basically, the whole thought behind Data Dive, right, is that step one is we want to make the workflow of selling on Amazon faster and faster and faster. Eventually, we're going to make it totally automated, right? That's the goal. But the other really important thing is we look at the Amazon algorithm and selling it on Amazon as basically a really giant math equation, right? It's very complicated. There's all of these different levers that you can pull, that you can modify and manipulate. And so really important thing to do when you're optimizing and you're trying to increase your sales on Amazon is you want to see, as I'm taking specific actions on the listing, what's the impact on my organic rank, right? And that's what Rank Radar all comes into play here. It allows you to track keywords all inside the app. And I want to be very clear, where this is going in the future is you're going to take all of these small actions on the listing, right? You're going to change your title and you're going to see how does organic rank improve. You're going to run PPC and you're going to see how does organic rank improve. The whole thought is over time, and why I included this in the AI portion, is because over time, this is going to get automated, right? This is going to get absolutely automated where we're going to track and see what people do. We're going to see the change in organic rank, and then it's going to start to make suggestions. For right now, though, it's still a little bit manual, so I'll show you how to set up a campaign here. All right, so tracking products using the keyword rank tracker, or we call it Rank Radar, is super easy to do. You just click on the right side here, add products to the rank tracker. You paste in an ASIN, right? This is for this sneaker cleaning kit. I select my niche, the name of my niche, and now I just click start tracking, and then automatically it's going to track keywords day to day. So if I click on the product itself, now I'm going to be able to see, right, these are my heat maps, these are my organic ranks, and then over time, I'm going to be able to see, is my rank going up or down? So very simple, very straightforward to use. If you have Data Dive and you have this feature available, just start playing around with it, and it's going to give you some really good insights. Alrighty, so like I said, this is going to take 5, 10, 15 minutes to run, depending on how advanced the niche is, how much data it's scraping through. And so what we've done here is we've now started to create this product brief. It looked through this tool, the AI looked through all of the product detail pages. It read through reviews, a lot of that information. And now what you can see here is it's giving me a breakdown of all this information here. So we have a few different sections. The first one is attributes included in the listing. So you can see here for all of the 20 competitors, it's grouping things together. So it's saying that, product attributes is that things come in a kit, different materials that it's made with, if it's made in the USA. And so what I can do here is if I'm saying, hey, I want to include this in my product brief, I'm saying, okay, made in the USA is important. Things come in a kit. The concentration of the cleaning liquid, how effective it is, if it has safe chemicals. I can click on everything that I want to include in my product brief here. And then if I want to add on anything else, I can just type it in here at the bottom. The next thing is all based off customer reviews. This is what people like about the product. And I can see there's a frequency counter as well as for each individual product. So I can see, okay, people want to know that it's easy to use, right? Cleans effectively, that it's good value for the money, right? Gentle on shoes, right? So I can select those toggles to have what I want to include in the product brief. And if I want to add on my own, again, I can add these in here. I can type them in manually. The next one is the flip side. It's what do customers dislike about the product? And again, it's giving me a frequency counter here, right? And again, I can click the toggles to choose the ones I want to include in my product brief. If I want to add additional negative attributes, I can type those in here. Then based on all of this, it's going to give you value-added ideas. So these are ways that you can kind of improve the product, make the listing a little bit better, right? This is all free-form text that you can edit. And you can see here, it's actually quite good. If I'm thinking about what are the most important ways to improve the product, right? I can see people care about that it's eco-friendly and non-toxic, that it's an all-in-one kit, right? Versatile compatibility, right? And then the last one here, this is my favorite, especially as I'm starting to, make images and do some of the creative side of building my brand. Here I can see customer avatars, right? So we've got sneaker enthusiast Sarah. It's talking about what, the sneakerhead finds important. Fashion conscious Mark, right? About wanting to have like clean looking shoes, takes pride in his appearance. These are really well thought out, right? And I found that these are quite accurate, right? So it's giving me 8 different avatars. If I want to edit this, right? If I want to get rid of any, if I want to add on my own, I can do that. And then so once I've cleaned up the data, I've added in any additional attributes, right? I've checked the AI's work, then I can click this button for generate product brief, and it's going to take everything from the sections above, and then it's going to put it all into one spot. This is great for handing off to a creative team, right? Handing off to your internal team to work with. So again, instead of spending all of the time to go through, do this manually, you can just set this up, get yourself a coffee, do some other work while this is running. It does take a little bit of time. And then in the end, you're going to get some pretty good insights. Again, all just designed to save you a little bit of time.
Very cool. Very nice updates. Are you excited about themselves? How sellers have been receiving them so far?
It's good. All the AI stuff is new. And so the thing that I'm most excited about is if people are excited now for this, it's just going to get better, right? Every month, it's going to get better and better. I can't wait to see where we are a year or 2 years from now at Data Dive. I really believe you're going to click a button and it's going to do a lot of the work for Amazon, which is going to help sellers be more profitable and be more efficient. So
shortly, why should sellers sign up for Data Dive and how they can do it? And what's the subscription model or what's the packages you offer for sellers?
I guess what I'll say is sellers absolutely should sign up for Data Dive because we are the most forward-thinking software company in the space, right? There's a reason you hear so much hype about Data Dive. It's really good. It's really intentional in how we're building out the tool. You want to learn how it works now because as it gets better and better, right? It's a big learning curve to learn Data Dive. You want to learn it now. You'll thank yourself later down the road. If you want to sign up, everything's month to month. Very easy. You can cancel at any time. It's a subscription. We have a really good deal for the viewers of Orange Click, where instead of paying $150 US for the software, you only pay $100. So go and check it out, start playing around with the tool, and can't wait to hear what you think of it.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today to show how these new features work, and hopefully we are able to make more of those videos in the future, because you're probably launching more and more good things for the sellers. So we wish good luck on developing the tool.
Thanks so much, Lisette. See you later.
I hope this video will give you some ideas how you can use AI tools by DataDive to significantly save time in your Amazon business and improve overall performance of your listings and ranking. If you want to try DataDive for yourself, you will find the link and a discount code below in the description. If you have additional comments, use the comment section below. And if you like the video, click like. And if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And now I would like to invite you to watch other video about DataDive, where Anthony Cofrancesco shows you how you can use DataDive to get keywords about your competitors.